Hey, what's up guys, it's Kess. Been a while since I made a video, but now that TGP is done and have a bit more time, hopefully get back into things. Today they nerfed Evoker in the latest PTR build. The patch is 2 weeks away, so this is probably one of the last tuning posts we get. Maybe you see one more now or early in the patch, but this is most likely what we're going to be heading into the patch with. So I just want to quickly go over kind of what happened today and what my expectations are moving forward. So Augmentation Evoker, Rumbling Earth deals 30% of upheaval's damage, was 50%. This is the talent on the bottom left of your tree. It's a very good talent, and it was interacting very good with the tier set, with all the upheaval procs. This is obviously a damage loss. Unfortunate, but yeah, there's a damage loss there. Nothing too crazy, but again, just a damage loss. And then the 2-set bonus, chance to trigger, which is the free upheavals, has been reduced by 35%. So you will get even less upheaval damage, the two of these put together, right? And then the last change is the 4-set bonus now has a 50% chance to trigger Essence Burst. It was 100%. This one doesn't really matter at all, honestly. You were like over capping on Essence Bursts. This is just like a healthy gameplay change. So I wouldn't worry too much about this one. And to put this all into perspective under one umbrella, this is about a 6.7% damage nerf per the AUG Discord. I tried to get on the PTR and do a couple dungeons. Every dungeon lasted about 3 minutes long, so I wasn't really able to get a good sense of the change. That's the unfortunate thing about AUG, is you need a whole dungeon, or at least a lengthy dungeon to collect some data and see how it's doing. But for the most part, it felt the exact same. It felt like my expectation is that it's going to be closer to like how it is on retail, like on the live servers now, right? Because looking ahead, before this change, we were like insane. Like we were doing so much damage. It was very strong, and it was beating most DPS. Honestly, it was quite ahead. It was blasting, and that's with only buffing 2 DPS, right? You no longer buff the tank and the healer, so it was doing very well. Now after this change, about a 7% hit. It honestly, from the small amount of data I did get and just like feel, it feels pretty similar to how it is on live. You're still good. You're probably gonna be 3rd DPS. You can maybe be 2nd DPS, beat out some people once in a while, but for the most part, you're probably gonna be 3rd in the log, and it feels about the same as it does on live. What does that mean for us in terms of playtime and the meta and all that stuff? Kind of hard to say, but probably still played, right? I mean, if I'm right and it's in the same spot as it is now going forward, then it'll probably still be played. One thing I am curious about is getting in there and doing like keys with some real gamers to see how it performs. One worry I have, this already kind of exists in the game, but one worry I have is that in keys, AUG might not be playable in a good way unless the people in your group, like the 2 DPS, are gamers and they're blasting. Because before some of these changes, you could do like a lot of personal damage. You still do, but you could do a lot more personal damage, and it would kind of make up for lack of gameplay in the 2 DPS in your group. And again, I'm not saying this is the case. I'm saying it is a potential worry of mine. I haven't had the chance to jump in and like really test, so I don't know yet. I will update you guys when I do get a chance to jump in and test, and we can show you logs and all that stuff. But that is one worry. I hope that's not the case, but could be. You're only buffing 2 people now, so they probably have to perform quite well. Our personal damage took a hit, so could be the case. However, if there's some spec in the game that's like Enhanced Shaman was this season, like you're just juicing them to the moon, right? Like you're buffing them so much more with closest clutch mates. So yeah, another nerf. You might not see Og played, but I think you still get a slap on the wrist and a pass with this one. There are some healthy gameplay changes in here. There's a bit of degeneracy going on with the tier set. Same with the last round of tuning they did. So I'm not too worried. I think it's gonna be fine if you're an Og enjoyer. If you're an Og hater, you know, I think we live to die another day. So sorry to those of you that absolutely hate the spec. But those of you who enjoy it, I think it's gonna be fine. It feels like your ebb and might uptime is still like 90-95%. It's insane. You get a little bit less essence burst, but you don't even notice because you were overcapped so much before they changed this. Your upheaval damage takes a bit of a hit, but other than that, it's like pretty similar to what it is on live right now, I think, in my opinion. Again, I could be wrong. I haven't got to really test it. This is sort of just like a feely craft, first impressions, and I did get to do 7 dungeons today, but I kid you not, they were all like 3 to 5 minutes long. I didn't kill a single boss in an hour, so sort of just my thoughts based off that hour of gameplay and just general knowledge on the spec. I will do another update video probably some point this week when I get a chance to jump in and play. Yeah, we'll see what happens then. But I hope you guys like a quick little recap. Hope you tune into the next one as well. That one should be a lot better. I'll have a lot more data, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace.